So I want to share with you in this video the top 5 cold calling mistakes that agents make. I'm going to share with you what they are and how to avoid them so that you can make more money, stop getting hung up on, and be better at selling life insurance. Okay, so before I jump in, if you don't know who I am, my name is Peter Roberts. I'm co-owner here at Legacy Family Life. The first year as a life insurance agent, I've documented and shared with you, I've sold over $500,000 worth of final expense on my own pen. And then last month, while I'm actually making this video, I helped a new agent who was struggling to make sales before he joined our agency and sold over 45 policies with us. And it's because I actually taught him how to go through and cold call better than anyone else and how to avoid these common mistakes that most life insurance agents make. So let me share with you the same advice that I gave them so that you can use it and you can make more money right now. The first common mistake that life insurance agents make is that they don't change their tonality. They sound robotic throughout the whole call. There's no emphasis, there's no speed, and there's no tone to their voice. But the big thing I want to share with you is the worst advice that I ever got as a life insurance agent. I was just getting started as an agent, and I went to a conference. Some guy went on stage, shared with you how he made all this money. People asked, how do you sound on the phone? He was like, well, I sound like I don't care. I'm disengaged and I sound like I'm bored. And I did that. I went home and I did that and I had the worst results ever. And eventually I was like, Peter, I'm going to sound like I care about these people. I'm going to sound like myself, that I want to love, help, and serve these people. And I implemented it and I had one of the best months ever because of my tonality. And the mistake that agents make is that they sound the same way throughout the script, like they're reading a script, head down, reading the script. There's no life, there's no tonality. So to give you a quick example, you need to change your tonality. Each section of your script has to have a different change of tonality. For example, in the intro, you're going to be curious. You're going to want to know about them. You're going to want to be like curious. In your medical section, you want to be a professional. You don't want to be like all curious and unsure. No, you want to build the frame of a professional who knows what they're talking about. And the way that you do that in your tonality is you're going to be stern, you're going to be confident with speed and emphasis. Oh, the lisinopril, carvedilol, I understand. And then when you're in the discovery, you're going to go back to that curious or concerned tonality. So you need to be able to adapt and change your tonality because in the discovery, when you're concerned, well, what do you mean by that, Miss Betty? Can you help me understand that? You're going to get more information. You're going to get more data. The client's going to open up. Guard's going to come down and you're going to allow to get more information to hopefully sell them a policy to solve their problems. So the big mistake all agents make, most agents, number one, is have the same tonality throughout the whole sales call. And just know that you just need to have sections of tonality in each part of your script. Second core issue that I see a lot of agents make is that they don't find how they can help people or bring value in the beginning of the call. Most people just call and assume that they're just taking orders and that this person knows what they're looking for, that they're going to just buy the life insurance off the beginning. But your goal as a life insurance agent or when you're cold calling is to help bring them value as soon as possible. How many times if you watch the video on YouTube, it doesn't bring you value in the first 30 to 60 seconds and you just go on to the next video. You're not interested. And this is what happens. A lot of us just cold call, assume that they're going to buy, and you don't bring them any type of value. So let me share with you how you do that. You simply do that by asking questions. Now you ultimately, secondly, need to know how can you bring them value and what value are they looking for. There's typically 4 scenarios that are going to happen when you're cold calling to sell life insurance. Especially number one, they're looking to cover something. Number one, they're trying to cover a burial or they're trying to cover their funeral expenses. Or number two, the value is they're trying to leave money as a gift to their loved ones. My goal is to make sure that I can leave money behind to my daughter or my wife, whatever it is. Third is that you're trying to help them find value in getting out of a waiting period policy. If they have a waiting period or they have a policy with a 2 or 3 year waiting period, if you can instantly tell them, would it be helpful to get out of a waiting period? And you can bring them value immediately. They're probably going to say yes. They're going to want to listen to you. And the fourth core area of value is adding on coverage, helping them understand that they don't have enough coverage, so you can give them more coverage. And if you can go through your beginning of your phone call by understanding, wait, how can I help this person? Are we going to add on? Are we going to save them money? Are we going to get them extra coverage? Are we going to get them out of a waiting period? And you're asking questions and they're answering that they want to go ahead and find something that's cheaper. You can bring them value to keep them on the phone because your first 30 to 60 seconds are important. So focus on bringing people value in the beginning of the call, not just reading it like a script and reading it like an order taker. That's not the goal. The third mistake that people don't make, it's so common, it's so basic, it's going to make you make more money. Anytime you're struggling as an agent when you're cold calling, it's probably this one. It is you are not listening well, or number 3, it's you're not mirroring. Okay, what is mirroring? When you look into a mirror, what do you see? You see yourself. But a lot of times we're cold calling, and people are giving us answers. So you ask them, Miss Betty, Who do you want to leave this money behind to? She says, oh, I want to leave it behind to my daughter. My daughter, Sarah, is so nice. She's always there for me. She's helped me when I got out of the hospital. And what most agents do, and how you want to avoid that, you just say, okay, gotcha. And you move on to your next question. You don't acknowledge. You don't listen. People want to know that you're plugged in, that your ears are there, that you're listening well, that you're nodding. So what you need to do is that when Miss Betty tells you,
well, my daughter, she's always been there for me. I want to make sure when I die, the burial expenses are taken care of.
You're going to pause and you're going to mirror. Mirroring means you're going to repeat back to her what she said to you. Okay, I see. So it sounds like that your daughter has always been there for you, Sarah. And you just want to make sure when you die that no one's stuck with your funeral expenses. Is that about right? She's going to say yes. And then you move on to your question. You want to do this throughout the whole process of your call. Hello, who's this? Yeah, are you looking around for your life insurance for yourself? Or are you looking around for your loved one? The client says, a loved one. Oh, I see. So you're looking around for your loved one. Is that about right? Throughout the sales call, the intro, you mirror. The discovery, you mirror. And then closer to the close, you're going to mirror with the problems. Okay, so mirroring is so important. If you find yourself distracted, swiping on Instagram, looking on things, when people answer and you're on the call with them, you're going to be distracted. People are going to know that you're not listening, you're not mirroring them. And if you don't mirror, they're not going to feel heard and they'll never buy life insurance from you. Okay, the fourth core mistake that agents make is that they do not overcome initial objections. Hello, this is Peter. I can't talk right now. Oh, no worries. Want to go ahead and set up an appointment? That's the wrong way to do it. Most people are setting up appointments or they're letting people off the phone too early. And the way that you can analyze this is that you need to look at your contact to presentation rate. You need to be able to speak to about 50% of the people that you speak that pick up the phone. You need to move them into a presentation. And the way that you do that is you do that by overcoming initial objections. What are the common objections? I need to think about it. I can't talk right now. No, I'm busy. Can you call me later? And the way that you don't do that, you just say yes and you do what the client says. In order to get forward and to make more money, simply do this. Acknowledge the objection and then move past it. Oh yeah, you're busy. I gotta run here as well. I'm seeing here that you listed your daughter as the beneficiary. Is that right? Yeah, but can you call me back later? Absolutely. What time should I call you back later? 3 o'clock? Okay, let me get you down on 3 o'clock. And just so I can be prepared for 3 o'clock, are you just looking for something for yourself or for a loved one? All I'm doing here is I'm acknowledging the objection. I'm listening that they gave me the objection, and then I'm moving past it. Now, in the beginning of your call, you want to move past 2 to 3 times. Now, the minute they say, I cannot talk, I'm serious, please call me later, and there's sternness in the voice, that's when you want to hang up and actually go forward and set an appointment. But most of the time, they're smoke screening you, they're lying to you. Your job as the agent is to move past it by acknowledging it and asking a follow-up question, and you'll smash most life insurance agents because you'll just simply do that. The fifth goal, or the fifth problem, most life insurance agents make when it comes to cold calling or selling over the phone is that they don't pitch to solve the problem. So let me explain to you. What most people do when it comes to the close is they're like, oh, well, Miss Betty, the $10,000, that's going to be $61 per month. Okay. Now the next option is going to be the $20,000 option. That's going to be $77 per month. Now the third option for you is going to be $160 per month. What they didn't do is they didn't explain how this option is going to solve their problem. Because when you are in the discovery, you're asking questions. They've probably told you the pain and what their family's going to have to go through and what their core problem is. Now your goal is to now pitch the solution to them. Okay, so what this 10,000, the right way to do this is, well, what this 10,000 is going to do for you, Miss Betty, it's going to make sure that you can go to bed at night knowing that no matter what, your daughter is taken care of. It's going to make sure that when you pass away, she's not stuck with the burial expenses. She's not placed this massive burden. And not only that, you know that your daughter will be taken care of. Now, if you can get approved, the 10,000 will be $65 per month. Okay, so what you're doing is you're giving them the option. You're explaining to them how it's going to solve their problem, and then you're giving the price. Now, most agents just rush through that. They give price, and it's like an order taker. No, you need them in an emotional state, and then you give them the price. And I promise you, if you do 5 things. Number 1, don't sound robotic. Change your tonality throughout the whole process of your sales call to, have some curiosity or be concerned. Oh my goodness, she's going to be stuck with your burial expenses, or be that professional. You're going to move people more in your script. Secondly, find the value in the beginning of the call. Understand how can you help them and bring value to them as fast as you can so they can keep them on the phone. Third goal is mirror. Be a better listener. When someone says, well, my name is Peter and my daughter's name is Mary. Oh, so your name is Peter and your daughter's name is Mary? Is that about right? You're mirroring. Fourth, overcome the initial objections. I'm busy. I understand you're busy. Just to see how I can best help you. Are you a smoker? Overcome by acknowledging and overcoming, and you'll be better than most agents. And number 5, pitch to solve the problems. Tie back the pain to the price. Explain how this is going to solve their previous problem, and then give them the price, and be better than most life insurance agents. Love you guys. This channel is just dedicated to help you make more money, to win as a life insurance agent. I have nothing to sell you. I hope this helps you. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.